We asked our female viewers what bothers you the most about us guys. You didn't hold back, and here's a complaint many of you had.
Oh my God, I just don't understand why these successful men have to sleep with so many women. Like their secretaries, their neighbors, sex addiction, good excuse.
It's like this primal urge left over from like cavemen days of must procreate.
I think it's also a thing like conquest, you know, and they want to be sleeping with as many people as they can.
Well, I'm glad these issues came up. Guys, we tend to get a bad rap, and I do want to clear up some of the confusion about men and cheating. So Ingrid is here. I'm glad you brought that up because it's such a common question. And I do have to be honest with everyone. Studies show 1 in 2.7 men will cheat. That's 37% of men, okay? Among married American couples, 22% of men, but also 15% of women admit to having cheated at least once. But here's what's interesting. 92% of the men who've cheated said it wasn't about the sex.
You know, and in a certain way, it's just like you want to test the waters and see, do you still have it? Are you still attractive? Do other women find you attractive? We're not condoning it, but that may be another reason. But there's other research that we men may actually have a gene, so-called DRD4 gene, that is a thrill.
You're not buying it?
Well,
you're not going to blame me.
It's a little bit controversial, but it's a gene that would suggest that men have a tendency to more reckless behavior.
So
that
you're
would
saying men are genetically defective. Is
You're saying whether it's
genetically different.
I want to get back to what you mentioned before, because this, as a guy observing other men who've cheated, you mentioned that a lot of guys want to know if they still have it. I actually have found a lot of less confident men are more inclined to cheat because they're not as confident in themselves, and it may not even be as much about you, the woman, as his own self-confidence issues.
Because if he can go out and chase somebody and catch them, that's a big ego boost.
Whereas a confident man will say, I believe in myself, I believe in my woman, I don't need to go out there and prove anything to anybody.
But I tell my female friends all the time, and they ask me this question also, I say to them, listen, it's about variety. You know, it's about making things different and keeping things engaged. Listen, if you've been going out with someone for a long time and married for a long time, you know, the same person all the time, over and over, the same thing, it gets boring. You got to switch it up. Switch up positions, locations.
Well, and you guys bring up a lot of good points. I think complacency can settle into a relationship after time. But in the end, I think we all agree that not all men cheat, okay? There are a lot of very loyal men out there. And we take pride in that.